in this video, I'm doing an S tier list of all the weapons in Roblox Rivals. And if you want to know what's the good ones, what's the bad ones to help you do better in this game, you've came to the right video, and let's get into it. So right here, we have an S tier list. S being like super, like that's the meta, like that's the one you want to do. And then F tier is just like poop. Just poop. And given I haven't played with all these weapons like a significant amount, but I've tested out each one, used them in games. I own every single item in this game. So, and these answers can change along in the future and such. So the first one we have is the minigun. The minigun has like 200 bullets. You can just spray people down, this and that. But off first glance, I'm gonna put it in the C tier. It's just pretty mid. It's pretty mid, and the reason is it makes you slower. So in a lot of maps, like shooting range or something, like you're just a target, you're slower, it's easy to get sniped. If people are moving around a lot, it's kind of hard to just kind of track with it. It's really not a good weapon to use. Now if you can have fun with it and such, yeah, you can have fun with it. It's a really fun weapon to just mow down people and like with noobs and such. But other than that, it's just like right down the middle. It's a C tier. Wouldn't recommend it for competitive play. Now we get to the flamethrower. The flamethrower is I'm gonna put into the B tier. It's better than the minigun. It's better than the minigun. It's fun to use. It regenerates. It's gasoline. You can combine it with like the Molotov and just really, especially when you're playing teams, it can just really combo and synergize and just do a lot of chip damage. Would I use it from competitive play? No. Anything that's in the A to S tier, I'm going to say it's probably competitive play. So this is like below it where you can still just, dunk on people, but I wouldn't recommend it with competitive play. So yeah, there's that. The grenade launcher. I've used it a couple of times. It's okay. Probably going to put it into the C tier. I don't really see people use it. Granted, it is a pay to win, but I don't really see a lot of people use it, and I don't know, it is like 49 per hit, but I've used it a few times trying to hit people. Just doesn't really work that well, at least for me. It's not a reliable weapon. It's pretty mid. That's about it. Now we get to the paintball gun. The paintball gun is going into the A tier. It is a solid gun. I forget how much damage it does per hit. If I scroll down and I go to weapons, the paintball gun. It does 18 per hit. It's really nice. Kind of downsides is it doesn't have as much ammo, so you gotta be a little bit more tricky with it, not to just waste ammo. And also the reload time is not the best. So, but it still does a lot of damage, and if you use a good secondary with it, it does really good. You could use this in competitive, and it'd be pretty good. Now we get to assault rifle. The assault rifle, I'm telling you right now, is S tier. S tier. I use it. I've seen pros use it more and more, like on Arena doing 1v1s, and just seeing how people are so good with it. Like, it's just phenomenal. It's phenomenal. Now it's like my number one weapon, and I'm trying to get gold and diamond on it. It's just so good of a weapon. Unless they like heavily nerf this weapon, it's gonna stay as an S tier throughout. And that's why when people say it's pay to win, I'm just telling you right now, it's not a pay to win. If someone uses all of these and giving my honest opinions, like, it's an S tier. S tier. Okay, so now we got the bow. And I took out the E tier because I don't know, it doesn't feel, having an E tier, D and F just sounds better. So, here we go. We have the bow. The bow, D tier. It's just not good. Not good. Can you have fun with it? Can you play some casual? Yeah. From a competitive standpoint, just from how raw power and how good it is, it's just not good at all. It's probably one of the worst weapons in the game. Not good. Just not good. Burst rifle. Now, I'm kind of a toss-up with this. I could float around the A to S. I'm going to put it in S tier. Because I've seen people use it really, really consistently. But I'm going to put it behind the assault rifle, because I think the assault rifle is better than the burst. But the burst is still really good. It's still, like, competitively, you would want to use the assault rifle, burst, or, like, paintball gun. Really good. Does a lot of damage, especially if someone's, like, not moving and you load a whole clip into them. It just does so much damage, and it's reliable. You can even hit fire it. It's good. It's good. S tier. Now we get to the RPG. The RPG, this one's a little bit tricky because certain maps, it's really good. You play on back rooms and such. It's really fun to use. I'm going to give it... I'm going to put it like a B+. I'm going to put it like a B+. I'm not going to quite put it into the A tier. Could you theoretically use it from a competitive standpoint? Sure. But, I don't know. I feel like a B+ is really good. It's really fun to use, and it can decently, like, go against good people, and I think it's better than a flamethrower. You can shoot it right by yourself. You don't take any damage. They do 70. It can, you know, help with mobility. It can, you know, hit multiple people. It's pretty good. Pretty good. So let's get to the shotgun. Oh, the shotgun. I probably put in the B tier. Sitting right there and pretty. It's like, I've seen people use it. It can be annoying. It's not like competitive. It's not a meta. A lot of maps, it's kind of hard to get up to people really close and just blow them away. Without someone just already shooting at you first. Like yeah, you could do arena and like it's good on those kind of maps, but if someone's really good, they're already gonna be like shooting at you before you can even like get up super close, and you'll probably die. So I'm gonna put it in the B tier. B tier. Okay, so now we have the good old sniper. And the sniper, in my opinion, is probably the most annoying thing to go against. I do not have as much problems with any other weapon on this game compared to the sniper. If you get big crossroads or you get splash map and people use snipers and they are good with it, it is a nightmare to go against. It is freaking annoying. So with that being said, I'm going to put it in the A tier. And the reason why I'm going to put it above the paintball gun, put it like an A+. And the reason is because the only downfall of snipers, if it's certain maps, you're not going to be able to use it as well. Like back rooms, you're not going to be able to use it as well. So that can really backfire. But if it's good maps like docks, what's some other ones? Station, big crossroads, even small crossroads a little bit. Like those kind of maps, it's going to excel in. And yeah. So I'm going to put in the A. It's pretty good. You could definitely use that in a competitive stance. I'm not putting the S tier because I don't think it's as consistent as assault rifle burst, but it's pretty decent. It's really good. So now we're going to go to the flare gun. The flare gun, I'm going to put it, into the C tier. The reason why I'm going to put it into the C tier is because you only get like one shot, I think. And it does last like a long time, and it can do like tick damage and such, but like, it's not really a meta weapon you want to use in a competitive stance. Maybe if you have like a 5v5 and one person wants to rock it, but then that's like, I don't know. It's not one I would really recommend. So yeah. Now we get to the Exogun. Exogun, A tier. A tier. Consistent, you just start hitting them, clip them. It does like 25 per hit. It reloads super quickly. It's pretty accurate. If two people are right next to each other, you can just use it. It's pretty consistent. I like it. I think you can use it in a competitive sense, and I would put it in the A tier. I'd probably put it probably slightly above the paintball gun. Now we get to the handgun. It's the first weapon you start off with. I mean, it's just gonna be B tier. Yeah, no, I'll put it C tier. It's mid. It's gonna do some damage. You know, that's about it. We get to the revolver. I haven't really, actually, the revolver might be the only weapon I haven't really used. But from what I've seen, it's probably a C tier. Probably just in the mid, you know, around that area. Maybe like the D area. Just kind of right there in the mid. The shorty, probably more like a C+. I've seen people pop off with it. But it's not the best, but it can be useful. We have the Uzi. I'm gonna put that in the S tier. It's just such a nice, like if you combine it with the assault rifle and the Uzi, it's just so nice. You just melt down people with the assault rifle, pull out the Uzi. Really good. It just complements really well with other weapons. They even nerfed it too, but I think I'm gonna put that in the S tier. The fist, you get the double jump, I think. Nothing too crazy. Put it into B tier. Can help with mobility and such. I've seen people use it. Nothing too crazy. Chainsaw. probably B tier, maybe C tier, right around there. It can help with mobility, but you don't really use it other than people don't really use it to kill people as much as more so to get to mobility to get to people. Katana, I'd probably put that as like a B plus, or you could probably float around an A minus. I'll put it into the A area because if you're really good, I've seen competitive people use it and they combine it with like a sniper or whatever. It's pretty good. I'll put it in the A. I'll be generous. The knife, probably D. It is nice. You can get an instant backstab, but if you're going against like really good people and such, people aren't going to really let you get up to them like that. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna put that in the D. We get to the scythe. Scythe, S tier, really good for it's just the mobility is so nice and to get up and their cooldown's really good. You can swing with it too, but it's really more so for mobility. It's just really nice. Now we get to the flashbang. I don't really use the flashbang as much, but I see people using it. I'm gonna put it into the B plus, maybe into the A minus, just kind of float it around there, because I see people use it and it can definitely be annoying on certain maps. When people know where to throw it. So yeah, medkit, S tier. S tier, without a doubt. That comes in clutch so much. 75 health, or you can do a quick tap, give you 38 health. It is so nice. I've done so much with it. It's really good. Subspace trip mine, probably like a B tier. Nothing too crazy. It's fun to use to go up in the air and do things. Or if you use it at a choke point, like a small area where someone walks in, boom, 140 damage, and they did buff it. Freeze ray gun, probably a D tier. You only get a couple shots and kind of have to aim accurately. And as you're trying to aim and shoot someone, they're shooting at you. So if you don't hit it, then you're really kind of screwed at that point. So I don't think it's a good weapon. Grenade, B, solid, or just it works. Arena, you can throw it in the corner, does some damage. Not too crazy. Molotov, you can say that's an A, probably like an A area. Solid use for competitive, does a lot of damage, can just really annoy people. Smoke, probably a C, none too crazy. People use it every now and then. Slingshot, probably I put it as an A minus. That can be really annoying to go against if you combine it on certain maps and such. Maybe a B plus, A minus in that area. So yeah, this is my list right now. So far, my S tier is definitely Assault Rifle, Burst, Uzi, Scythe, Medkit, A's that are like right behind them or like in this area, especially like the Sniper, Exogun, like Molotov. There's like in that area. And the B tiers, these are just decent ones, not really recommended for competitive. C's are just yeah, and D's are just bleh. If I had to put one in the F tier, probably the freeze ray, but other than that, this is probably my list as of right now. I'll be playing with more, I'll probably be testing more weapons, and this could change. But as of right now, I think this is a good gist of, what weapons are really good from a competitive standpoint, and they'll give you the best, chances of winning and get more kills and dying less. So if you guys appreciate that and want me to do more content, please hit that like, subscribe, and have a good one.